Hey guys, now that I've got the Cherokee 6 back and it's nearly squawk free, I'm going to take it up for a shakedown flight and see if everything is working the way we want it to, especially the speed mods. I'm going to turn the camera around, give it a walk around and show you guys some of the things that we've installed on this airplane. It's really cool and we'll see if they do what they're supposed to do. So if we start on the wing here, the first thing we'll notice are the vortex generators along the edge here. These aren't for speed. These are more for helping the airplane fly slower or control it better when it's slower. There's more vortex generators on the bottom of the tail here, as you can see. So Cherokee 6s or PA32s in general are known for sinking really fast when you let the plane get slow, and these vortex generators help with that issue. This airplane has gotten a lot better ever since we installed that. Right off the bat you can see it's been painted, so it's this beautiful red, white and blue. Let's see what else we can see from here. For the speed mods specifically, you can see on the bottom of the wing we have gap seals and we have flap hinge covers. And then for the wheel pants, it had wheel pants, but what we added were the wheel pant fairings, which is, you can see when we get a little closer on this side. It's the inner part and that sleeve on the strut. Those reduce drag and help the airplane go faster. Another thing we'll see is right here is this wing root fairing. That also helps reduce drag. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have the high performance exhaust. You can just see a little piece of the pipe there. We have a 3-bladed heart cell super scimitar prop, which is awesome. LED lights. Oh yeah, we have them on the wings as well. So we have the 2 wing tips and the 1 landing light here, which if you watch the night videos, you can see how great they are. They light up the world. So same thing on this side, wing root fairing, wheel pant fairings, and the vortex generators. We walk around, let's keep on going. One of the things that's awesome about PA32s is that they have this back door. The back door makes it very convenient for passengers, especially the elderly like my mom. It's so much easier for her to get into this thing than it is to get into the Aztec, for example. However, it's not that bad. I just got to help her up on the wing, and then once she's on the wing, there's plenty of room because the Aztec has a big door that she can get into the middle row. But for this airplane, I just put down these steps that I have over there, and she just sits right in. On the inside of the airplane, this is the ice chest or the swamp cooler that I talk about. We fill it up with ice. And then this is the battery. I've got a remote up front. I turn it on and it just shoots out ice cold air. I do have air conditioning installed in this airplane. It's called the Zero Breeze. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Here it is. I'm not using it yet because those 2 pipes need to I need to drill a couple of holes here, cut a couple of holes into the tail, and then send that exhaust into there. Using this air conditioner would kind of not work right now because this pipe would blow cold air, those 2 pipes will blow hot air, and I'm not sure that's going to work so well. But the good thing about this one, it's powered by the airplane. We've got it installed, and when it's on, it blows out nice cold air. But for now, I'm using the ice. All right, let's see what else we have. We have these fin antennas, which are nice. On the back here, the wing or the stabilator end caps. This airplane has wingtip fuel tanks, which was part of the reason, well, the main reason why we couldn't get the wingtips from Knots to You that have the landing lights. We had to find these where we cut into the wing and installed them. Otherwise, it would have been so much easier. If you have a PA32 that's a 1978 or 79 or newer, you wouldn't have tip tanks. You just have one big tank in the wing. You would be able to buy the Knots to You wing tip landing lights, which I think are great, especially if you fly at night. So let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. You can see the belly cam. That's where I install it. Just have it on the, I hook it onto that thing right there. And let me think, what else do we got? I think that's pretty much it. There's the wing cam. And then the inside, we'll go ahead and pull it out. I've already done the pre-flight inspection. Everything's looking great. And we'll get going. All right, stay tuned. We'll talk in the air. All right. Let's get these,
27B Bravo Foxtrot, thank you.
the wing cam on.
Archer 60 Bravo, make right traffic.
And look at the belly cam on.
Takeoff.
Right traffic, 27 cleared for takeoff.
And all the cameras are on. Awesome.
Lewis Tower, Scout 238 Tango, tells about 14 miles to the east. We'll be inbound, full stop with Golf.
We'll wait for our turn to call in for our taxi.
Tango Hotel, Lewis Tower, make a straight in, runway 27, and report a 5-mile final.
We have 8 as Golf.
I'll make a straight in for 27 and report a 5-mile final, 238 Tango Hotel.
Lewis University Tower, November 9315 Bravo, north 4 miles, inbound for landing.
Number 9315 Bravo, Lewis Tower, enter right downwind, runway 27, and report established midfield.
Right downwind, runway 27, will report established midfield. November 15 Bravo.
Lewis Ground, Cherokee 5265 Sierra's by the fuel pumps. We have information, Golf, looking for a VFR departure to the south.
Cherokee 5265 Sierra, Lewis Ground, runway 27, taxi via Bravo Foxtrot.
Bravo Foxtrot, runway 27, 5265 Sierra, thank you. Alright, let's go.
Lewis Tower, 197 Charlie's pointing into the Delta.
Taxi Mike Charlie, roger. Archer 60 Bravo, extend upwind, plan to follow Skyhawk, just entered the Delta from the southwest for the left downwind.
We'll extend upwind, 3060 Bravo.
Make sure no one's coming around. Clear right, clear left. Alright, there's a couple of planes in line. We'll take off. All we're going to do today is fly down to Kankakee, which is only about 15 minutes away.
And Lewis Tower, Sky, 11614,
We'll go.
runway 27, ready for departure, requesting short delay on the runway.
Full speed ahead.
Sky 11614, Lewis Tower, make left traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, 11614.
The airplane was re-rigged.
Archer 60 Bravo, that Skyhawk's to your left now.
Roger, we don't have them in sight yet, but noted.
Lewis Tower, November 9315 Bravo, midfield, right downwind 27.
System 15 Bravo, roger. Archer 60 Bravo, start your left crosswind.
If you guys recall, the airplane used to pull left.
Right.
Archer 60 Bravo, left crosswind.
Left crosswind for 3060 Bravo, thank you.
When we were taxiing, so they had to repair.
System 15 Bravo, runway 27, clear to land.
27, clear to land, 15 Bravo.
Lewis Tower, 59 Kilo at Foxtrot, ready to take off 27.
Small 59 Kilo, say direction of flight.
Departure to the west, 59 Kilo.
Small 59 Kilo, departure to the west approved, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, traffic up into Skyhawk, making left traffic.
Got traffic in sight and clear for takeoff 27, 59 Kilo.
Tag 7 Mike Charlie, traffic to your left in the opposite downwind. Cessna, do you have them in sight?
Traffic in sight, 7 Mike Charlie.
Tag
DC
7 Mike
radio.
Charlie, follow them, runway 27, clear, touch and go.
Well done, clear touch and go, runway 27, 7 Mike Charlie.
And Tower 5265 Sierra is holding short 27, ready for departure.
Cherokee 5265 Sierra, Lewis Tower, roger.
Let's go. go ahead and do our pre-takeoff checklist.
614, you're following an Archer or heading to your left.
One notch our flaps.
11614 inside.
Props high. Mixture best power. Fuel pump on. AC, we're going to leave it on because it's on the external battery.
614 has a...
Alternate air is closed.
614, follow
Pitot heat not required. Transponder 1200. Heading bug set, runway heading. Doors and windows are locked. I have all my lights on. And it is 2:20 p.m. Alright, fuel, props, fuel. We're ready to go.
27 clear to land, look for traffic, 32 Mike.
Alright, fuel, props.
Jackson, Mike Charlie, you're following a
Fuel.
Phenom on about a 4-mile final.
We'll go ahead and cross the whole short line and taxi our way off.
Mike Charlie.
Our way to the center line. They said no delay, there's someone coming, so let's go ahead and get going. Alright, we'll engage full power. Alright, full power is engaged and indicating. All my gauges are in the green, airspeed's alive. We're gonna pull back. There we go. There's 100 knots, we'll get rid of these takeoff flaps and continue climbing. All the gauges remain in the green.
Tower 7 Charlie, shower consent.
Jackson, Mike Charlie, follow the Phenom, runway 27, clear touch and go number 2.
Oh, there's a Phenom coming in. Nice.
Clear touch and go number 227, 7 Charlie.
And let's watch for the traffic here.
Tower Archer 3060 Bravo, holding short Foxtrot for scanner.
And we're going to go ahead and turn left now that we are 400 feet above ground.
Holding short for the 3060 Bravo.
Yeah, attention everyone on the frequency. There's been this hot mic all day. I can't figure out who it is.
Sounds like an airplane maybe in a hangar because there's people in the background just having a discussion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking maybe the maintenance guy. Haven't been able to get a hold of him either.
Alright, let's go ahead and put on heading mode. We'll get autopilot on, heading mode.
$2,000.
2,000 feet. We're going to climb to 3,000 feet. Let's go ahead and put the ILS. We'll load it up.
32 Mike's going to the 800 hangars.
Approach. ILS runway 4.
Phenom 32 Mike, turn left on Golf, taxi via Bravo depart.
Left Golf, left Bravo, depart, 32 Mike.
Anyway, let's see, where do we want to begin the approach? Procedures, approach. Keep an eye out. Approach. ILS 4. Go to Seaway. Load approach. Keep an eye out for traffic. Doing good. We'll enter our minimums, which are 824. Minimums 824, enter. It's real hazy up here. We'll add it to the route. Okay.
3,000.
3,000 feet. Let's see, now that we're leveling off, how fast we can get. I've got on maximum power.
Archer 6 Sierra Bravo, follow Skyhawk in the upwind, making left traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 27 will follow the Cessna upwind. 30 Bravo.
Picking up speed. Bar prop below 2,700. Well, actually, let's bring it back down to 2,600 and see what it does there. We wouldn't be cruising at that RPM speed. We would be cruising at 2,400. I just wanted to let it pick up speed, and then we'll bring it back down to 2,400.
Tower 11614, holding short of 27, ready for departure.
Jack 614, follow the Archer in the upwind, making left traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Little bumpy.
Archer in the upwind, left traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, 11614.
Alright, fuel pressure, oil temperature, everything's in the green. We're on the left main. We should switch over to the right tip. Let's get rid of that fuel. Watching the fuel pressure, gonna turn off the fuel pump now. Alright, fuel pressure is good. Fuel flow is good. We're gonna hit nav mode. Let it catch the local direct seaway. Alright. So the plan is we'll go there, we'll shoot the ILS-4.
Tower 197 Mike Charlie, can we get a short approach?
Checked in my Charlie approved.
Thank you.
As long as that works. Then we'll go miss, turn around, and then shoot the RNAV runway 4. As long as
Checked in my Charlie, runway 27, cleared, touch and go.
the traffic allows it.
Archer 6 Sierra Bravo, following Skyhawk, close and left base, runway 27, clear to land, number 2.
Let's get on the CPAP over there, 123,
On the base now.
and we'll just listen in.
Crosswind for runway 27. Staying in the pattern. Full.
Alright, there's an airplane 1,400 feet below. We're past him.
That's an all aircraft there. Sky jumpers in the air now. Flying for 14 below. Try not to hit him.
Benton Harbor traffic, Skyhawk 3, Zulu Papa turning final, 28, Benton Harbor.
Right tip, right tip. Fuel pumps off.
False traffic, Cherokee 37990 kilo, turning downwind for runway 27, staying in the pattern, hold.
We'll get the ATIS in a second here. 108.7 is the localizer. There it is there, 108.7.
Active traffic, Skyhawk 8398 Lima is entering pattern.
There's an airplane about 8 miles ahead of us. They'll be crossing in front of us. Same level, so we got to keep an eye out for him. There's some weather ahead of us.
Downwind for runway 34. We will be doing touch and goes. Take a case.
So that guy just called in for runway 4. I'm going to turn right, just so that we can pass this guy that's going to be crossing in front of us. Because we're at the same level, and he's passing me on the left here. It'll be hard to see in this haze. But I'm turning sharply so we can avoid him. He's somewhere right here. 900 feet below. So he descended, which is cool.
3799 kilo, turning base from runway 27. Full stop, hold.
Alright, now we can turn back on course. Yep, never saw him. It is hazy. Alright, let's go back to the flight plan. We'll go direct seaway again. We'll hit nav mode. Alright, we've got some weather coming in, so we're not going to loiter too long. I'm not sure if the weather's coming this way or that way. Alright, let's do our wire check. We gotta get the weather over at Kankakee. Keep an eye out for traffic. Alright, the weather over there is 128.475. Let's get that in there.
Visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 25 Celsius, dew point 18, altimeter 3005, remark. Density altitude 1,800.
Fuel pressure, oil temperature, amps, volts, everything's looking good. We're going 155 knots, indicated airspeed.
0, at 6, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 25. Airplane 1,800. Automated weather observation 193 Zulu weather wind 300 at 6 visibility 10 clear
6 knots, no big deal.
2,000 temperature 25.
Alright, we'll just monitor the CTAF now. Once we get the seaway, we'll start calling in. Alright, so we got the weather, we got our instruments set, we've got the radio set, and the environment.
Tag final now 27 jumpers in the airplane.
The airport environment is
Traffic Skyhawk.
what we're watching.
It is on left base for a big 34 10.
See, there's that weather coming towards us here. Green and yellow don't bother me. Red, I avoid. But we're not going to loiter. We'll be fine. Let's check our CHTs. Hottest one is 345. Let's go ahead and pull a little fuel back.
Skyhawk, final state set number.
We're doing 155 knots indicated, which is pretty good for a Cherokee 6. Pretty good, pretty good. Our EGTs.
Depart off runway 20, left turn out.
Alright, 1375. We can lean a little more. But I think I'm going to leave it here. Our hottest one is at 355 degrees, our number 2 CHT. Typically, in cruise, I'll let them get up to 400. 400 and below is good. But since we're breaking in this engine still, I'm going to keep it at 350. Fuel pumps off. Do need to switch over to the left tip tank in a little bit. You know what we could do? Let's go ahead and turn on our... where is it? Keep an eye out on traffic. App traffic terrain charts. Utilities. Everything's in the green. Our number 2 snuck up a little bit, so we're going to give it back a little more fuel.
79 kilo, taking off on runway 27, staying in the pattern. Hold.
We'll get our storm scope on. Look at that. That's where all the lightning is.
Traffic Skyhawk 839.
That's 100 miles away, so 50 miles around us there is no lightning, so there's no convective activity in the area we're flying in, and that's all I care about. It is all VFR.
Schaumburg traffic, number 8375 Victor is turning left base 29 Schaumburg.
Now let's clear the strikes and see if we get new ones. Yeah, we're doing good. Let's get out of here. We'll go back to the map.
Skyhawk 839 Lima is on left downwind for runway 34 Yankee.
Schaumburg traffic, number 8375 Victor turning final 29 Schaumburg.
To intercept Seaway at 2500, so we'll descend in a bit here. Give it a little more fuel.
Kankakee traffic, Cap 1139 departing runway 34 and we'll be departing to the west, Kankakee.
They'll be coming 34, they'll be coming towards us, so we have to keep an eye out for them. When we get down to 5 gallons, I'll switch over to the left tip tank.
Hold 7, traffic 3799 kilo, turning to crosswind for runway 14. Hold.
Kankakee traffic Skyhawk 839 Lima is on the left base for runway 34 Yankee.
Well, I hope they'll be gone by the time we get there. We do. The runway 4 is the only one with an ILS there, and we need to shoot the ILS. After that, when we go miss, we'll go to runway 34 and shoot the RNAV there instead of going to the runway 4. People are still in the pattern. Alright, so let's descend to 2500.
Kankakee traffic, Cap 1139 on the upwind 34 and turning left crosswind and
We've got some rain.
to the west, Kankakee.
Kankakee traffic Skyhawk 839 Lima is on a final for runway 34 Yankee.
Full traffic, Cherokee 3799 kilo, turning downwind.
Alright, we're going to turn the fuel pump on.
Pattern, hold.
Right main, left tip. We'll watch the fuel pressure. Alright, fuel flow, fuel pressure is looking good. got? We're descending to 2,500. We're up to 170 knots. We're in smooth air, so no problem. Typically, since we're only descending 500 feet, I let it do it just to pick up speed. Typically, when you start descending, you pull power out, so you go over speed. Especially if you're in bumpy air, got some turbulence going. And we're back in the green. And let's see what it's gonna do. I wonder if it's going to prompt me
Hold traffic, Cherokee 3799 kilo, turning base for runway 27. Hold.
There we go. We're doing 157 knots. Let's slow down a little bit for the turn.
Kankakee traffic, Skyhawk 390, T-minus turning left wing for runway 34 Kankakee.
Direction left cross on that Kankakee.
Approaching Seaway now. We're on the left tip tank, fuel pumps off.
799 kilo, turning.
Fuel pressure, oil temperature, everything's in the green, amps, volts, beautiful.
Schaumburg traffic, number 8375 Victor, left.
We don't want to hold, we want to... There we go. Let's see if it turns.
Kankakee traffic, Skyhawk 390, miles on the left downwind for runway 34 Kankakee.
Yep, we're turning. GPS, autopilot, altitude hold, everything's looking good. There's the turn. And I wonder if it'll prompt me to switch over to the ILS. That would be cool. Instead of having to remember to do it myself. Let's see. And how far are we from...
Traffic, Skyhawk 390, miles on the left wing for runway 34 Kankakee.
We're 18 nautical miles from Kankakee.
Nice Schaumburg.
The air conditioner is still blowing. That's nice. That's why we're nice and cool in here. I've got it on full blast. Should last about 3 hours. It's been going for a couple hours now, maybe about an hour and a half. Had it running on the ground. As you can see here,
8375 Victor, turning final 29 Schaumburg.
it's following the navigation flawlessly. Let's see if it will shoot the approach. We're on GPS 1. If it doesn't do it on GPS 1, we might have to switch over to GPS 2, but we'll see.
Try the extra coming down into off left cross with 2 seconds.
Alright, there's the localizer. We'll put it on that one. just in case. All right, left to 042 in 3, 2, 1. All right, it's doing it. Is it gonna remind me to switch over? Oh, it did it automatically. How awesome is that? I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So the ILS, we were flying in GPS mode. We had the magenta lines, and as soon as it caught the ILS signal, it switched over automatically. Now, the only thing I did do is I switched a co-pilot instrument to the localizer, but I didn't do this one. I wonder if that prompted it. I don't know. I wish I would have waited before I did that.
Traffic, ship up 98 Java, left base 26, banner pick Griffith.
Alright, the airport is directly ahead of us, about 15 miles. This says 10.4 nautical miles to our next waypoint, 14 nautical miles to our destination.
Report traffic 3628 stairs, departing pattern to the east. Report.
We'll go ahead and call in once so everyone knows our intentions. Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 5265 Sierra is inbound for the practice ILS runway 4. Kankakee traffic. We're 15 miles to the southwest. Kankakee. There might be one person in the pattern there, so we'll see what they do. Maybe two. No, one person in the pattern. We can't crowd them if they are actually in the pattern. They are. I think this is good enough for me. I mean, I already know it's doing it. So what we can do is break off. Oh, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's just see if it catches the glide slope.
Traffic, Super 9 Alpha, let's down with you.
And then we'll break off. If it catches the glide slope, I'll be happy with that. But I wonder why we're kind of going off the path here. Let's see here. That's heading mode. Incorrect.
We will fly in the field at 2,200 to teardrop entry for runway 25. What's that traffic?
Kankakee traffic, 8398 Lima.
Activate the approach mode, let it capture. I forgot to do that.
34, short approach, Kankakee. Traffic, Super 9 Alpha, left base 26, banner pick Griffith.
The localizer and the glide slope
375 Victor, left crosswind, 29.
are both armed, and there we go, it's captured. Localizer's captured. It's turning onto course. Once I know the glide slope.
3799 kilo, turning crosswind for runway 27. Boom.
Once I know the glide slope is working, we'll break off and just go to the RNAV 34 so we don't mess up that person in the pattern that's going around in runway 34.
Didn't even feel that dog. Thank you guys. Griffith traffic, Super Cup 9.
We're going to slow down.
To the northeast.
Alright, very cool. Very cool. Alright, Alright, glide slope it has not captured yet, so let's see. It's coming down, the dot's coming down.
Easy traffic, Skyhawk 8398 Lima is going around, runway 34, stay in the pattern, upwind 34, King
Once it captures it, we'll break off. We're getting close.
Traffic, Cherokee 3799 Kilo, turning downwind for runway 27. Full stop. Full.
We'll slow down some more. We're at 96 knots. Come on, glide slope. Come on. Glide slope is captured. Alright, we'll break off now. And we'll break off, we'll head east. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and bring the power up.
Okay, King and the ILS-4. You guys circling for 3-4, or are you just doing the full procedure ILS-4?
K375 Victor turning final 29 Schaumburg.
Circling to 3-4 in the 5265 Sierra, Kankakee traffic.
Gotcha, Kankakee traffic, Skyhawk 839 Lima, turning left cross on runway 34, Kankakee.
Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 5265 Sierra is actually going to break away and set up for the RNAV 3-4 at Kankakee. Kankakee traffic.
Back for traffic, helicopter 273 November Echo is currently 4 to the south inbound for immediate north ramp landing, crossing 0927. Back for traffic.
We made those people nervous. Let's get out of their way. And then we'll just flight plan.
We'll be lining up for runway 04.
We'll go up here.
Traffic, Cherokee 3799 Kilo, turning base for runway 27. Full stop. Full.
We'll change it to the RNAV. Watch for traffic. I select approach. RNAV 3-4, it's an LPV. This time we're going to go ahead and load and activate it. Ignore. Fuel pressure, oil temperature, everything's looking good. We got 8 gallons in the left tank.
799 Kilo, turning final for runway 27.
Let's climb up to 2,500.
04. Frankfurt.
Kankakee traffic, Sky 8398 Lima is downwind to left base for runway 34, short approach, Kankakee.
And we'll switch this over to the GPS 1. We'll switch this over as well. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put the autopilot on, heading mode, altitude hold right here. Alright. Then, what we'll do, watch it for traffic, watch it for traffic.
Illinois Valley, 1-4, Illinois Valley traffic, Skyhawk 72662, 10 miles to the northeast, inbound runway 25.
We're going to activate vectors to final, and then we'll turn.
Illinois Valley traffic, half 1131, inbound 11 miles. We'll overfly the field and actually check that. If we're going to land runway 25, I'll go to the south of the field and do a left downwind for runway.
Now we're 12 miles from Kankakee. I don't think we need to shoot the approach.
839 Lima, upwind, runway 34, Kankakee.
Since going miss will take us right towards Lewis, we might as well just do it. Alright, so GPS, I activated the approach, so the approach is armed, and the glide path is armed. The autopilot will automatically intercept this magenta line and turn. I'll get these glasses off. And we're gonna, this is a lot sharper than how ATC would turn us in. I'm doing a 90 degree onto course. ATC will never do that, but let's just see how the autopilot handles it. Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 52, 65 Sierra is 10 miles to the southeast, inbound on the practice, RNAV 34, Kankakee.
Kankakee traffic, Skyhawk 839 miles on the left downwind for SA34, Captain. Left to 8, that's forward.
Now we'll slow it down. Oh, look at that, it's turning on course.
5 Victor, left crosswind 29 jumper.
Course is captured. Okay, this is pretty cool. Now, the big difference between this Garmin autopilot and the KFC 200 that we have in the Aztec is Garmin is a digital modern autopilot, and the one in the Aztec is analog. This autopilot anticipated that the turn was going to be too sharp and started turning.
J398 Lima, short approach, RA34, downwind to base, Kankakee.
Runway traffic, Cap 1131, in 4 miles out from the northwest. Where's everybody landing at this point?
Pattern.
Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 52, 65 Sierra is 7 miles to the southeast, inbound on the RNAV 34. We're just going to go mist runway heading. Kankakee traffic. Anyway, what I was saying is this autopilot
375 Victor, turning left base 29 jumper.
anticipated that the turn was going to be too sharp, and it started turning before intercepting the course and smoothly got us on course. In the Aztec, we would have easily gone past it and then came back and started like...
Traffic 72662, 5 miles to the northeast, inbound 25 will be teardropping in the left downwind, Illinois Valley traffic.
That glide path is captured.
1 minute, Detroit.
Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 5265 Sierra, 6 miles straight in on the RNAV 34. Kankakee. We're doing the practice RNAV 34. Kankakee traffic. Let's slow down. Alright, gas, undercarriage, mixtures.
Kankakee traffic, Skyhawk 39 Lima is upwind for runway 34. We're going to extend our upwind to about a mile or two for traffic about an RNAV 34. Kankakee.
You can just turn on the guy that's in the pattern, because we're going to just go mist and go straight runway heading back to Lewis 5265 here. Are you the only one in the pattern? There was 2 of you earlier.
Yeah, we're the only one right now.
Awesome, thank you for your help, man.
Illinois Valley traffic, Cap 1131, turning left base for runway, or left downwind for runway 25, Illinois Valley traffic. Illinois Valley traffic 72662 is 3 miles north.
At gas, undercarriage, mixtures, props will leave at 2400.
Teardropping in the left downwind.
Switches, seatbelts on, everything is looking good. So the ILS worked, the RNAV is working beautifully. But that shows you the big difference between a modern autopilot like this Garmin GFC 500.
Traffic, Cap 1131 is midfield, field for runway 25, Illinois Valley traffic.
And what we have in the Aztec. Like I said, the Aztec would have, if I set up the same turn onto final, it would have went past the course, came back, and started hunting and searching, and eventually would have settled down and caught the course. But this one, I mean, modern technology is just awesome.
839 Lima, left cross on left downwind for runway 34.
Full traffic, Cherokee 379 Kilo, turning downwind for runway 27, staying in the pattern.
Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 5265 Sierra's on a 2-mile final, RNF 34, Kankakee.
Illinois Valley traffic 72662 is over the field at 2,500. We'll be teardropping the left downwind, runway 25, Illinois Valley traffic.
500 AGL. We'll let it get down to minimums.
1,000.
Gas. Undercarriage. Mixtures, props, switches, seatbelts. Looking good, looking good. We're approaching minimums. There's that guy right there. Alright, let's go ahead and go around.
100.
Power up. Clean up.
Full traffic, Cherokee 379 Kilo, turning base for runway 27. Full stop. So you turn.
1,000.
Awesome. Awesome.
Traffic, Skygate 398 Lima, left downwind, left base, short of approach, runway 34, Kankakee.
Kankakee traffic, Cherokee 5265 Sierra's on the mist, departing the pattern to the north. Yankee. Thanks for helping. Have a good day.
See you guys.
Full traffic, Aero 4628 Julia, 10 to the northwest. We'll be inbound field, over the field 5,500, departing area to the east. Both.
Alright, let's go ahead and hit heading mode.
Traffic, Cherokee 379 Kilo, turning final for runway 27.
We'll climb up to 2,500.
Goodness. Illinois Valley traffic 7262 is midfield left downwind, runway 25, Illinois Valley traffic.
Actually, we should just go straight north because runway 27 is what they're using.
Victor, downwind 29, chopper.
Let's get the ATIS over there. And they'll give us, maybe they'll give us the left base or maybe the left downwind for runway 27.
6,700 setting up for left traffic on the 26.
The ATIS just changed, so we're good.
Zero, 4, remark. Density altitude, L.
Lewis University Tower. Information. Hotel 1-9er 5-5 Zulu. Wind 260 at 9er knot. Visibility 10. 2 miles. Sky clear below 1 temperature 27. Dew point 15. Altimeter 3004. Density altitude 2,000. Visual approach in use. Landing and departing runway 27.
27.
Contact ground on 134. 8.
Cover traffic, number 8, Victor, short final, 29,
Advise on initial contact.
traffic,
Alright.
Bravo,
We're leveling off here at 2,500.
4,000, setting up for left traffic, under 260.
Let's go ahead and switch over to the right main.
Tango is left crosswind 26, departing the area to the southwest, Algrim.
We'll watch the fuel pressure.
45361 is 10 miles to the northwest.
Looking good.
Stop landing for runway 34.
And there's an airplane 900 feet above. coming towards us, so we gotta make sure we see him.
Illinois Valley traffic 72662 is final runway 25 Illinois Valley.
Full traffic, Cherokee 379 Kilo is clear of the runway. Full.
Van Harbor traffic, Cherokee 1902.
Illinois Valley traffic, Camp 1171, this is 7 miles to the southwest, inbound landing 18, Illinois Valley.
Alright, there's that airplane. No factor. Go straight north now.
Traffic, Skyhawk 3 to the Papa turning left, crosswind to the Van Harbor.
Alright, fuel pressure, oil temperature, amps, volts, everything's looking good. We're on the right main. Right main's the fullest. That'll just take us home. Let's go ahead and get to the flight plan here. We'll shut everything off here, or delete it all. And then we'll enter the, oh no, from Kankakee, enter, Lewis, enter, we'll put a visual to 7. Nope, wrong one. Alright, visual to 7, load and activate.
Cherokee 6602 Juliet is taking off runway 27, departing the area to the south. Full.
They'll probably make us into the left downwind for runway 27, so I'm going to set up for that. But I'm very happy with all the avionics, very happy with how fast the airplane flies. Looking forward to taking a long trip.
Chopper traffic, Skyline 334 Alpha, approximately 3.5 west, entering left downwind 29 Chopper.
The only thing we need to fix are the panel lights. And then we are good to go, because everything ran perfectly. We're doing 156 knots indicated airspeed at 2,500 feet, 2,500 RPMs. Let's bring them back to 25. Let's go to 24 square.
Traffic
We'll go to 2,400 RPMs, 24 inches of manifold pressure.
Full traffic, Cherokee 6602 Juliet is making a left turn to the south. Going to be your final call, Bolt. Full traffic, Cherokee 379 Kilo, taking off from runway 27, staying in the pattern. Bolt.
We're 22 nautical miles away. We have Information Hotel over there.
Chopper traffic 334 Sierra Alpha, midfield downwind 29er Schaumburg.
ATP traffic says 45361 is 4 miles to the northwest, inbound to join the pattern via the 45 to the left downwind for runway 34 ATP traffic.
The radios were busy all day. A lot of people flying. Look at all this weather coming this way, though. Wow. So what I was showing you guys earlier is the storm scope that we have. So we have the FISB weather. That's from ADSB. And then the storm scope, which is kind of like a radar, but more accurately a strike finder. it's going to tell us a 360-degree radius of where we are if there's any convective activity, lightning. And wherever you see it, you just avoid it. Like here, there's some behind us here. We've got 100 nautical mile, 200 nautical mile. We don't care about that much unless we were going that way. $50, $25, but this is for long. There you go. For long cross-country travel, you can see where the convective activity is, and you can avoid it. It's a very handy tool. You clear it, and you look for the new ones. We don't need that anymore. Go ahead and go back. Go to the map. Alright, Lewis is still busy. At a 24 squared, we can lean out. We're doing 148 knots indicated airspeed. That's respectable for a cruise.
Full traffic, Cherokee 3799 kilo, turning downwind for runway 27, full stop. Now traffic, Capital 71 is...
We'll line up with runway 2.
18, still in the valley.
And we'll use that as our 45 to make a left onto the left downwind for runway 27.
82.
We are on the right main tank. The right main tank is going to get us home.
418, still in the valley.
As a matter of fact, we're going to switch this approach to the visual runway 2.
Whiteside County traffic, this is Piper 7570 Juliet, approaching from the east, going to come in on a long final for runway 25, Whiteside County traffic.
We'll hit approach.
And traffic, Capital 71.
And then the airplane will automatically turn onto our course, and that way we'll know we're going where we want to go, because it is a little hazy. You use the tools that you have available to you. I don't see the field yet.
Full traffic, Cherokee 3799 kilo, turning base for runway 27, full stop, full.
But there's the line, that extended line for the runway. When this airplane intercepts that magenta line, it'll turn. There's an airplane coming towards us. See how far he is.
Traffic, 794561 is left base for runway 34, KQT traffic.
6 miles ahead of us. I don't know which way he's going. Looks like he's just heading south.
Northwest, planning left downwind 29er Chopper.
We can start turning towards Lewis just to get away from him. Hey, there we go. Course is intercepted. We'll go ahead and call Lewis.
7, full stop. Full. KQT traffic, Cherokee 6602 Juliet is 10 miles to the north, inbound for a left downwind for runway 2.
We've got information hotel. Now we'll wait till we're 10 miles away and we'll call. I have the field in sight.
Cessna 096, left on Delta runway 27, taxi via Bravo Foxtrot.
Fox Delta 27 Bravo Fox 906.
Lewis Tower, Cherokee 5265 Sierra is 12 miles to the south, inbound, full stop with hotel.
Cherokee 5265 Sierra, Lewis Tower, enter midfield left downwind, runway 27. Report entering the Delta.
All right, report entering the Delta for the midfield left downwind, runway 27, Cherokee 5265 Sierra. There's runway 2 right ahead of us. But that worked out swimmingly. We used the autopilot to set us up for a visual runway 2, which we're using as a 45 for runway 27. And then once it got us straight on course, I was able, it was easier to see the airport in this haze.
Lewis University Tower, November 9315 Bravo, holding short runway 27, ready for takeoff.
November 9315 Bravo, Lewis Tower, runway 27, left turn out southbound, cleared for takeoff.
27 clear for takeoff, left turn southbound, November 15 Bravo.
Cherokee 65 Sierra, be advised there is a Cessna departing runway 27 at this time. They're headed southbound.
Thanks for the heads up. We'll be looking for them, 5265 Sierra. Alright, so the airplane taking off on runway 27 is going to be coming our way. We could just beat them there. A little bumpy. I don't want to be going this fast. And I see him on the runway now, the ADS-B.
Tower 9096 holding short runway 27 at Foxtrot, ready for takeoff.
I believe by the time they take off and turn, we'll be close enough to turn anyway.
Traffic, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, right traffic, clear for takeoff, 096.
And we're coming up on the Delta.
15 Bravo, be advised there's Cherokee traffic inbound from the south for the midfield left downwind.
We'll be looking for traffic 15 Bravo.
Let's go ahead and turn off the autopilot. We'll level off here. Right, gas, undercarriage, mixtures. Props we'll leave at 2,500. Switches, seatbelts. We're on the right main tank. Right main tank is going to get us home. And Lewis Tower, Cherokee 5265 Sierra is entering the Delta now.
Cherokee 65 Sierra, thank you.
2000.
Go ahead and descend down to 1700.
Tower, Technum 139 Tango uniform, 11 miles to the northwest. We're inbound to land. We're full stop. We have hotel.
Custom 139 Tango uniform, Lewis Tower, enter right downwind, runway 27, report the interstate.
Report the interstate, left downwind 27, and we'll report the interstate 129 TO. Just scan.
November 9 Tango uniform, enter the right downwind, runway 27.
Right downwind 27.
And I'm sorry, did you ask a question?
Is this candid?
No.
Now we're going to go ahead and turn just to get away from that guy because I don't see him and he's turning towards us now. Alright, gas, undercarriage, mixture props.
Runway 27 cleared to land.
Was that for 5265 Sierra?
Cherokee 650, affirmative, runway 27, cleared to land.